36 years in prison confirmed. Oh my God, infinite content. I am honestly very happy with the current situation that's going on. This whole situation of people that I don't like do things to ruin their own lives, and I reap the benefit of it. It makes me very happy. But when I heard that Johnny Somali is going to jail for 36 years, it made me even happier. And now, I had this to say. This is my first thought immediately. Let's up those numbers! My first thought immediately is, let's up those numbers. All right, listen, 36, we could do better. That's first. Second of all, definitely subscribe. Let's up those numbers, ladies and gentlemen, because Johnny Somali is 920% cooked right now. I don't know if you got the memo. Bro is 920% cooked. That no one's ever been 920% cooked until Johnny Somali managed to find a way to do so. So Atozi just dropped this new video, facing 36 years in Korean prison. Honestly, I love consequences to people's actions. It just makes me feel good about life. So lock in, boys and girl, and let's see what we got.
This IRL streamer is now facing 36 years in Korean prison after—
Thank you, God! Thank you for blessing us with this content!
Spending the last 2 years of his life harassing and humiliating random people on the streets of Japan, Israel, and South Korea for his own content. Spending 3 months in jail in Japan, apologizing and saying, hey, he's never gonna do this again.
Lol.
And then goes on to continue like nothing ever happened at all.
This is play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
And we've been covering his antics for a while, and it's already been a couple months since I went out to Korea for his first trial. And it's safe to say things have only got worse for him. All while he spent so much of his time taunting and essentially challenging the Korean court system to do something about it. Because Johnny streamed himself being interviewed after his stunt where he got drunk and danced in his underwear in the early morning of Seoul.
I did it as kind of like a you to these YouTubers and the ones that are
Oh my God, dude. The fact that he needs to make like endless content just saying, I can't believe these YouTubers are making videos about me. I can't believe they're doing it. And then he goes out and goes to jail for 36 years just for me. Like, dude, do you really think I was not going to talk about you getting your ass whooped in Korea? Your butthole stretched in Korean prison, man? Listen, man, that butthole is something we all share now. Your cellmates will share your butthole. And so will I on the internet. Thank you for your service to this country.
Commenting on my downfall in Korea and how I'm gonna get, the years keep going up. First they said, oh, it's 5 years, now it's 10 years, now he's gonna get 20 years, now he's gonna get 30 years. So I was like, I'm gonna show you guys how far I can push the boundaries, and I'm gonna show you that the Korean government is not gonna do anything to me.
I can't believe he's actually saying, I can't believe he's actually he's in middle of a lawsuit, he's in middle of a court case right now, and he's actually saying this. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh my God, dude. And first of all, America does not want your ass. All right, that's first. All right, let me be real. That is first and foremost, brother. But oh my God.
Because I'm an American citizen, A. And B, I don't do anything seriously violent or crime. The Korean legal system is not as strong as people think and perceive it to be.
Oh, he's gonna have the rude awakening of his lifetime when he wakes up in prison next to Cho Hung. Now, Mr. Dong Suk is gonna be his prison roommate, and bro is going to have a rude awakening. The fact that he says he's doing crimes just so YouTubers can make content, but he doesn't care because it literally doesn't matter, bro. Brother, it is diabolical. He's going to get annihilated. I'm going to push it as far as I can because I'm not getting prison anyway. Okay, retard.
I don't know if that's like a smart thing to say while you're on trial.
I disagree. Tozy, stop doing this. Operation Let Him Speak. Don't criticize his methods, okay? Johnny Somali, listen. If you are watching this video, you should know 2 facts. Fact number 1. If you put your fingers in the judge's mouth, they immediately have to judge you as innocent. You should try it. Option 2, if you threaten government officials on your stream, they might be so scared of you that they might just let you go. Like, this is a known fact in Korea, especially if you're a black man, because they're terrified of black people in Korea. So if you as a black man threaten some government officials, they're just gonna ship you right out. Works every time. This is my advice. I'm just saying.
Obviously, we've taken a little break from covering Johnny, but now so much has happened that I feel like we kind of need to update the situation. Because now you have charges that are essentially just dropping monthly to his only friend now threatening another channel that's also been covering Johnny's phone. I mean, this whole story just keeps on derailing like an extremely slow train wreck, which started as him trying to go viral, which turned into real crimes. He's harassed people on buses, blasted offensive messages, disrespectful cultural symbols, and, you know, just kept pushing things further.
Actually just, you know, harassing random public life.
And further, no matter how many times he got in trouble, he threatened judges, he made deepfake videos of other Korean streamers, then announced that he was going to go to court in a black version of a certain robe that involves a clan. And
he wanted to go in like the Kanye West KKK robes.
I'm not talking about Call of Duty trick shot clans either. I feel like so much of the stuff he does leaves me with the reaction of, why are you wasting your life doing this?
You know, I'm not going to be rude here, but some people don't have, they don't have, let's just say, aspirations for the future. He knows that this is his peak. He will never be more popular than he is right now, being shat upon by YouTubers. He knows that he is peaking the moment he goes to prison, so he is trying to milk it for everything that it's worth. Is that pathetic and dark? Yes. But Johnny might be my favorite NPC in the entire server.
What a fascinating use of free will. But obviously, he didn't follow through with this. All that did was just show the internet that Johnny is a little bit more scared of these consequences than what he's letting on. Even though he doesn't follow through with being a moron, that doesn't mean he's not a moron. Because now it seems like he's looking at 10 additional years of additional max sentence time on top of the previous 26 years of max sentence time that he was facing earlier. At the end of the day, Johnny's story is a perfect example of someone who let chasing clout completely ruin their lives, and dragged others like Hank down with him. And Hank, clearly not the sharpest tool in the shed, is now threatening another creator by the name of 15 Minutes of Shame, who's been—
Wait, what? So I know 15 Minutes of Shame. He's the guy that makes all the videos on Johnny Somali. He's threatening him? There's no way.
very on top of covering this whole story. Here's a clip of Legal Mindset showing those messages.
But you see this individual, Adrius, is talking to Hank, sends over a video of 15 Minutes of Shame and says, why is this guy keep pulling this up in his video? So he's talking about, a video where Hank is mentioned. Hank the Tank says, 15 Minutes of Shame is absolutely obsessed with me. And the guy responds, yeah, saw that. He says, LMAO needs to be, and I'm just going to use the word deleted because—
First of all, how the fuck did you get these messages? This is a private chat. This isn't on a server. He said, "Ayo, motherfucker needs to be killed." Oh my lord, needs to be killed. Oh,
because I want to keep it YouTube friendly.
So for those of you guys who don't know, that comment is coming from Johnny Somali's so-called bodyguard.
Right, this is from Hank, Johnny Somali's best friend. I don't know. I don't think it's not criminal though, right? Like, it's not criminal to say he needs to be killed in a private chat. It's not a threat because it's not at the person directly, and it's not incitement because he's not telling people to kill him. So I don't know. I don't know if this actually constitutes as illegal. It's definitely unbelievably shitty.
Hank needs to stay in there. But honestly, I don't even know if that's a real punishment in Hank's head. But clearly, any online behavior like this could easily lead to further consequences. His desperation is clearly showing. As with every threat, he digs his hole deeper. And I feel like part of him actually knows this because he recently also deleted all of his social media, which—
I love how everyone around Johnny Somali just gets their entire life ruined. He's like a black hole that just doesn't stop sucking. It's unreal.
Includes all content on his YouTube
oh my god
channel. And this—
okay, dude at 400 subscribers.
This channel used to be Johnny's only main outlet left to live stream on, and now it's been wiped. And for those of you guys who don't know, for months, Hank was Johnny's enabler, providing him with housing, a phone, streaming—
because without Hank, Johnny Somali would be actually homeless in Korea. Homeless with no career. Hank saved his life, to be honest.
Equipment, booze, and money to keep this nuisance train rolling. Because while Johnny's funds dried up, Hank kept the operation alive, becoming his sole support system. But now, the weight of that decision is really crashing down on him. This isn't just about embarrassment or damage anymore. Hank's closeness to Johnny's latest legal trouble has placed him in the crossfire. If you remember from my last video—
wait, he's actually in legal trouble? Hank also? Dude, bro, this guy's a demon. Johnny Somali just goes around ruining the lives of everyone around him. Oh my god. This is why you have to cut out destructive friends, right? If you have the toxic relationships, you just end that shit. It's not being a good friend to enable a terrorist, okay?
Video, I said charges are essentially dropping monthly on Johnny, and that's still true because there's now a new crime that Johnny's being investigated for in—
brother, let's fucking go.
South Korea, and that is the child harassment under the Korean Child Welfare Act.
Wait, what? Is this another one, or is this the Wait, is this another one? Or is this the deep fake thing?
Specifically, authorities reopened investigations into interactions where Johnny and Hank allegedly engaged in inappropriate conversations with minors on sites like Ome TV. There's reported evidence that both Johnny and Hank knowingly spoke with individuals they identified as minors during these streams.
Oh my god, dude. They're actually opening up the vault. They're actually going to the old streams, bro. Johnny Somali is getting 50 years of shades of prison. This is crazy, bro.
And the conversations were reportedly
50 shades of jail.
of an inappropriate nature. This is serious because under South Korean law, this charge carries a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison.
Bro's so cooked, it's unreal. It's crazy. And he just goes out there and keeps giving us more content. 50 shades of cum in his asshole.
Here is the submission right here against Ramzi Khalid Ismail. You see his name here, Ramaji Khalid Ismail, right? In Korean. You can see over here, once again, another one of the cover sheets showing his date of birth, as well as the location in Seoul. And you see both of these documents here together, confirming they were submitted.
Now, before we go any further, let's clear up something that always pops up in the comments. People say, isn't Johnny already in jail? What's the big deal here? Jail is short term. It's where you go before trial or if you've done something small. Think a few weeks, maybe up to a couple of years. That's about it. And that is if it even goes over a year, because normally if it does, it would be because, you know, the time waiting for the trial and then, you know, after the sentencing. But prison is where you end up after conviction. That's long term. That's the real deal. In South Korea, they don't like to hold people in jail pre-trial unless you're dangerous or violent. And he's not a violent offender.
Yeah, he's just a retard. He is liable of being a retard. He's not actually violent. He just goes and harasses people. So yeah, he's currently like on home arrest, I think.
He's just an obnoxious clown with a camera and a bad attitude. So essentially they just let him roam, rack up more charges, and give the South Korean government all the more evidence they could ever need.
Because they let him out into the wild. They let him film his own crimes to keep throwing shit at him. And the actual retard actually keeps doing it.
Meanwhile, he's burning through his money, isolating himself and making their job extremely easy. Just because Johnny hasn't been sitting in a cell this whole time doesn't mean the police are clueless over that. It is definitely not because the courts are soft. It's because South Korea's legal system is playing the long game. Locking them up pre-trial, that costs taxpayer money. They'd rather let Johnny just pay for his own ramen, his own water, his own booze, and his own miserable existence. Or well, honestly, at this point, it's probably Hank that's paying for all that. And this is all they...
Dude is an actual leech, just sucking the shit out of everybody around him. It is unbelievable.
Rock solid case against him. So they're letting him self-destruct on his own dime. And honestly, it's working like a charm.
I have sacrificed my finances, you know, like I've actually, like Johnny ran out of money.
Hank is
Bro, this is not a flex. This is not a flex, my brother. My brother and Hank, this is the opposite of a flex. This might be the anti-flex. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but that is the anti-flex, my guy.
done. He's broke. The money's dried up. He's been begging for cash online, complaining about being kicked out of his gym, cut off by businesses, and rejected by companies who don't want to be anywhere near this disaster. And now he's scared. Scared that fallout is going to hit him. Scared that supporting Johnny has destroyed whatever reputation.
Bro, don't make him wider. Why are you making him wider in the edit?
Instability he had left. All while prosecutors keep stacking.
He's getting closer and closer to Froganizing
charges.
He's getting.
And Johnny, instead of, laying low, he's doubling down. He's made more deepfakes. He's threatened judges. He showed up late and drunk to court. I don't know how stupid you could possibly be, but this guy just keeps impressing me. If you tried to write a fictional character that self-destructed more than Johnny, that would actually...
It would be a Voltorb!
Actually be a challenge.
Oh, never mind.
And also, just to add on the self-destructive behavior, it's been confirmed that Johnny has been using fake accounts and posing as multiple people on different platforms. Like...
Wait, they actually caught him doing this? He actually keeps making different accounts to try to survive on other platforms, but he keeps getting banned. Bro, this is a monumental crash out. It's crazy. It's he must have some sort of mental disorder. Like, actually.
Discord to discredit creators who are covering him, yours truly included.
Johnny has fake accounts as multiple people. Obviously, there's fake profiles of me. There's fake profiles of Atozi, other people. Now, some of you have seen this and some of you have not seen this. But remember, what's important is that we have confirmed that every single thing has been received by the Seoul prosecutor's office.
Yeah.
Sounds like basically just trying to derail.
Oh, the prosecutors must have like Epstein files levels of evidence against this guy. Like, bro, there must be so much shit.
Ongoing investigations by clouding the digital trail. But clearly it's not working. Legal Mindset confirmed that every single piece of footage has now been officially submitted and accepted by Seoul's prosecutor's office as evidence, including older clips from the US. And at this point, prosecutors in South Korea are moving forward. The case is at a step 2 in their process. The investigation is underway, evidence has been collected, and they're now determining if it's strong enough to hold up in court. That doesn't just include Johnny's offenses in South Korea, it also pulls from his documented behavior across the US and Europe. Meanwhile, more disturbing footage has resurfaced, including remarks made by both Johnny and Hank towards people in France, Mexico, and Korea. And in another major legal escalation, a victim has now filed a formal petition for severe punishment against Johnny, which could...
Like, I don't understand, man. Like, every time I hear more about the Johnny Somali thing, I'm like, how do you have so many potential victims? How do you have these people coming out? Brother, like, this is Epstein-level victims. Bro, I don't understand. I do not get it, except the only difference between Johnny Somali and Jeffrey Epstein, well, one, Johnny Somali might not be a pedophile, but the other difference between Johnny Somali and Jeffrey Epstein is people actually were scared of prosecuting Epstein. Everyone wants your ass in jail, brother. Everyone wants your butthole stretched ASAP, brother. Oh my God, actually diabolical. The Somali list keeps growing.
Lead to an aggravated sentencing range if the court accepts it. Because according to Korean law, these petitions have to show a clear harm to the victim.
Like a dumpster fire, but it also smells very bad. It's like a smelly dumpster fire. Like on the one hand, you can't look away, but on the other hand, it's kind of painful to even just watch it or be in its proximity.
Attempts at reconciliation that didn't work, and a lack of remorse. Well, that's not hard to prove.
And even to this day, he is still insulting South Korean people. No statue is safe. So he clearly doesn't care and has no remorse.
Yeah, it's safe to say Johnny's own behavior continues.
Yeah, because another thing is, if you could prove remorse, then you can actually argue it in court. But he doesn't have remorse. So it's not about proving remorse. He's not remorseful, and he keeps proving that he is not remorseful.
To work against him. He, again, is his own star witness against himself. He is his enemy. And if this...
It really is. Everything he could possibly say in court, they're just going to pull up a clip of him contradicting himself. Like, it's important to note, it's really important to note that Johnny Somali said that in his video that I am just going to plead insanity and they're going to let me go even though I'm not insane. That's retarded, brother. Because the moment you actually do anything, they could literally just pull that clip out in court. They could pull that clip out in court and says, yeah, you admitted on stream that you were going to do this.
This petition goes...
Public caning. What about that? I like that idea.
Goes through. Johnny could be looking at a minimum of 2 years for obstruction and up to 7 years for the deepfake charges.
Nice.
And of course, it doesn't stop there. There's been 4 previously unseen videos dropping showing him harassing workers and tourists at Seoul.
Bro, the prosecutors had everything on a plate. They had everything to lock him away. And they were like, you know what? We're gonna dig. We're gonna give him more. Let's up those numbers!
Seoul's North Tower. And these were filmed before he went viral for getting punched. And they show him blasting music, shouting about having HIV, and filming without permission. Then finally accusing tourists of racism when asked to leave.
All right. I am from Somalia. I have HIV, and I love Korean women. I am from Somalia. I have HIV. I love Korean women. Okay.
I want to take a cable car down. What is what? What is what? What? Why not? I see many people do YouTube here. I can't do YouTube here. People do YouTube here. It's in my face. Relax. Relax.
God.
Honestly, it's just crazy how he allows someone to donate $2 to have a chance of ruining his life. It's actually...
Because it's the content. Because he could always say that it's not my fault. Someone in my chat did it. It's not my fault. The chatter is the one that's at fault. I am not at fault, even though in my opinion he absolutely is. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Your Honor, I would like to, instead of pleading, I would like to instead provide you with extensive proof and documentation of all of my crimes, Your Honor. But also, I'm American. Can I go now?
Actually impressive how self-destructive he is. But he deserves everything coming his way because this is what he does for content.
Why are you shaking your hand? You racist? You don't like black people? No, I don't want to be. What country are you from? You don't need to care. You better back up. What's up? Oh. You want to touch me? Oh. You want to touch me? You want to go? Oh. You're going to you to watch your Euro ass up.
Oh my God. He really just harasses people in public all day. It's like, obviously I never watched his streams, but like every single stream, he just goes out there and he just harasses people all the time. Like what an actual asshole.
You better watch out, Euro. Oh. You better watch out. I'm from America.
Oh my God, he's so annoying.
You better watch out.
I mean, the
I'm
dude
from America. I'm from America. Please put him in jail. Please.
is just a pathetic excuse of a human being. Thankfully, the dude he was harassing is winning in the end because Johnny is
Because Johnny's going to jail.
currently being wombo comboed by the Korean system.
Damn, I swear to God, Europeans, they hate Americans, bro. Always.
First of all, brother, you're in Asia. Second of all, they hate Americans. You are going around harassing people in public. Putting on whiteface.
French. Oh, now it makes sense. Nobody likes French people, bro. I don't like them either.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sad at
I mean, understandable.
this point. And these could easily add to his obstruction charges or lead to a 9th charge under South Korea's child welfare or public disturbance laws. And on top of that, Johnny's platforms are disappearing left and right. I mentioned that he was banned on Kick in my last video, but it now seems like YouTube is removing his streams as well.
Let's go.
But there is one live stream that's missing, and that is the live stream where he just came back from court and he decided to go live with Hank. They reviewed the court video, they gave a couple updates, even though he lied about quite a bit. Anytime Hank is in a video, there will be hate speech. So that was the video
what?
that was taken down.
Oh my god, his video was taken down for hate speech? There's no fucking way.
Now you might ask yourself, how do I know that it was taken down for hate speech? If you go on his channel, it says the video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on hate speech.
Oh my god, he's so pathetic. It's amazing.
Money is flying out the window faster and faster here, and it looks like 10 years could get thrown at Johnny and even Hank here if the authorities
Dude, if Hank goes to prison also, it might be the funniest thing ever. It really might, because Hank is like, I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm just standing up for my friend. He might just go to jail. Oh no.
find what they're looking for. And I mean, let's be real, we know there's enough of a digital footprint online to give them the stuff to find. It's pretty much inevitable at this point that he's going to do some time. Like, this is not ending with some slap on the wrist. And every time he opens his mouth, every time he makes another deepfake or threatens a judge or shows up to court late or drunk or however he decides to show up, he's really not helping himself at all. So just as a recap, because I know there's going to be so many charges at this point that it's hard to keep track of, Johnny is charged with obstruction of business.
Nice.
That's count 1. He pled guilty to that. You have a violation of Minor Crimes Act, which is essentially a misdemeanor. He pled guilty to that. And then you have another violation of Minor Crimes Act, which he pled guilty to that as well.
That.
You have an obstruction of business charge, which he pled guilty to as well. And then you have a deepfake violation. He pled not guilty to that. Then you have another deepfake violation, which he also pled not guilty. Then you have another obstruction of business charge, which he also pled not guilty to for some reason. And now we have the violation of the Child Welfare Act, as that investigation is currently in progress. So here we are. Things are not looking good for him. And Hank is a cautionary tale. He backed the wrong guy. Now he's broke, scared, and trying to figure out where to climb out of this wreckage.
I mean, not just did he back the wrong guy. In my opinion, he's actively aiding a criminal, right? He's aiding criminal activity.
Because this is just an absolute nightmare for this guy. And this is all while Johnny has another trial date coming up in August. So, hey, if you guys want me to go out to South Korea again, drop a like on this video. If it's the ballpark of like 75,000 likes on this
I love Atozi's coverage of Johnny Somali.
Video, I'll fly out again. And also, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but we've dropped a bunch of new collections over at matt.city, including Soul. So if you ever wanted a nostalgic toy car mat or mouse mat that's like massive that covers your whole desk, this is the LA one though. Nice. You can feel free to check out my company matt.city in the description down below, as that's another great way to support the channel. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
That was a good video. Yeah, I'll of course link him in the description, and definitely let's up those numbers. Subscribe here, subscribe there. You know, I'm gonna cover the Johnny Somali story to the end. I've made it this far. I'm gonna keep going. He is my favorite. He is my favorite side character of all time. I love making fun of him. He's so retarded, and it's beautiful. So we'll wrap it up here, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed. Hope you did. Johnny, I know you're watching. Listen, man. If you threaten just some government officials, they might just let you go. They might just do it. It's a known fact. They might do it. You're American, after all. I think you should. Operation Let Them Speak. Black man in trouble. And I'll see you in the next one, gamers. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.